Hi everybody, thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to show you a design using some nail foils and stamping. So what I have on this nail right now is 2 coats of this color by Sinful Colors. This one is called Adventure Island. And what I'm going to be putting on here is some nail foil. And this is called Gold Dots. You can get this stuff at like Dollar Nail Art. And I do not have nail foil glue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be applying some glue that I use for my other nail type projects. This is art glitter. It dries clear. You can get this on artglitter.com. In order to make this glue work, what I'm going to have to do is thin it out just slightly. Just using like a nail art type brush. Place a little dot of that on a tray. And then I'm going to just dip this brush into some water, which I've taken here, just a capful of water. And I'm going to just sort of swirl that around to thin the glue out. I don't want it to be super, super thin, but I don't want it to be that super thick stuff either, because it won't be a nice, it'll create too much bumpiness on the nail. So I'm just swirling that around. And now that I have some thinner glue, what I'm going to do is just brush this. And I may have made it a little too watery. But I'm going to just brush it across the nail. The nail is completely dry. The polish is dry. But I'm going to brush that across the nail and give it a minute to start to dry. Okay? I don't want it to be totally dry or it will lose its stickiness. But what I do want to do is let it dry for maybe a minute or two until it starts to look, until the pasty look starts to disappear. That means that it's starting to dry and it'll be ready for me to apply my foils. So let me give this just a minute and I'll be right back when it's ready to apply. Okay, as you can see, it is starting to go clear, but it's still somewhat wet, so it can still be tacky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this foil, and I could just cut this off in a piece, but I actually just have it attached to the roll. And there's a brown side and the colored side. The colored side is obviously the part you want to see, so you're going to stick it brown paper side down. I'm going to press this against the nail. I'm going to rub it down to make sure that it sticks. Okay. And then I'm going to peel that back. And you see how I'm getting some of that? And in some of these places, I didn't expect that this was going to be perfect. Some of this glue is just it's sometimes just harder for me to work it. But as you can see, it is just creating this really beautiful gold, like holographic gold pattern. I can go back in with the glue again, add some more glue in a couple of other little spots, give that again another minute to dry, and apply some more foil. Okay, so here it is. I've added just a little bit more. You can see I've filled in a few extra spaces. And I want it to be a random pattern. I don't want it to be, completely covered. So this is going to be just perfect for what I'm doing. And the best part about this, and the reason I don't cut pieces off, is because you can actually keep using this until this is just completely clear. Because that means wherever there's brown, there's still some of this foil left to use. So I'm just going to roll that back up and put it into its container, and we'll save that for later. Now what we're going to do is we are going to stamp over that. Now you have the option to put a top coat before you stamp, or you can stamp directly over it. What I have done, and I'll show you an example here. Here's one I did in purple. Okay, I put some purple foils down and I stamped over it with silver glitter or silver polish, but I did not add a top coat in between. And as you can see, some of the purple sort of bled into the silver, and so it didn't stamp the way I wanted it to. But granted, this was a thinner nail polish that I stamped with, so it's kind of a trial and error, but I would recommend putting a layer of top coat over your foil before you stamp over it. So I'm going to do that, let a top coat dry, and then I will come back and we'll show you the stamping I'm going to do. Okay, so now that that layer of top coat is dry, I'm going to go ahead and do the stamping. So for this one, I'm going to use Bundle Monster plate number 221. I'm going to use this sort of cheetah print over here. I'm going to stamp that using Conad Special Polish in black. press and roll the design onto the nail. And you can see how that gold is sparkling through the black, which is kind of neat. All I have to really do is just add a top coat. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm using Seche Vite as always. And once you add the top coat, you'll really start to see that gold start to poke through and show through your design. Okay? But that is all there is to that one. That is it for this tutorial. So I hope you like it, and I hope you'll give it a try. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!